Penn Teller Theater at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, here's our host, Allison Hannigan!
Welcome to Fool Us. I've got some good news and some bad news. We have some of the world's most impressive magicians ready to take the stage tonight. That's the good news. We also have some of the world's most impressive magicians ready to take the stage tonight. That's the bad news. For two people, our very own Penn and Teller! If a magician fools Penn and Teller, they get to perform in Penn and Teller's Las Vegas Magic Spectacular. Let's meet our first potential fooler of the night.
Hello, my name is Woody Aragon, and I come from Spain. I come from La Mancha. I am the magician of La Mancha. I always been creative. It's like a fire inside me, you know? I was a composer. I created music for full orchestra and some soundtracks for video games. I have a theater in Madrid. Almost every magician from Spain perform in that theater. To see my tricks spread around the world makes me proud. Penn and Teller performed in my trick, Love Ritual, in Fool Us in season 3. For me, as a fan of them, it was incredible. I'm doing a trick that I think is great for TV because it's very visual. I know it's very difficult to fool Penn and Teller, so I try to change some things. I put and add details to fool the best magician in the world.
With three randomly selected members of our studio audience, here with cards in his mono is Madrid's own Woody Aragon.
Thank you. I am so happy to be here. It's the first time I am in this show. Not the first time I come to Las Vegas. I come very often just to visit my money. But I must tell you that my magic is not so much about the tricks. It's more about my relation with the people. So I appreciate a lot that you are seated with me here at the table. But you see that there is an empty chair. And this is because I want to invite Alison. Do you mind to join us?
Sure.
That's great, Alison. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alison, can you point a card? Okay, this is for you. Please, can you point, I don't know, any card here? This one? Okay, perfect. Can you point, I don't know, any card here?
That one.
That one or that one?
That one.
Okay, as you want. And pick any card, whatever. This card?
Yes.
It's okay?
Yes.
Are you happy with this?
I am very happy with it.
Oh, he's very happy, okay. Okay, look at the cards. Remember the card? You remember the card? Okay, do you remember the card? Yeah, perfect. Can you, do you remember the card?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember? Okay, I'm going to try to find the cards. In fact, Pepe, I found yours.
Okay.
Because from the beginning I have a red card on the table. I don't know if you see, but I have a special red card here, and I'm going to show you. It's the Joker.
No.
No? So this is not your card.
No.
But it's going to be, because the Joker is wild. Look this. I read the card in the middle. And I sing. It's very important. And I continue ripping. Don't worry, I can afford that. I have a lot of jokers at home. And you can see, I have pieces of joker. And now, I take the pieces like this. I will put like this for the camera. And let's see. Can you name your card for first time?
5 of hearts.
5 of hearts. Let me try. Sure. Let's see what happened. Oh, my God. And the card changed, not to any card, but the 5 of hearts. Penn Teller, did I fool you yet? No, okay. I am going to continue with your card.
Okay.
Your card is black or red?
Red.
Red, that's good because I have the red ink of the 5 and the red of the back. Remember, the red of the back. But can you name your card, Alison?
It's the King of Hearts.
The king. Oh, this is a lot of colors. I will try. Ta-ra-ra-ra, ta-ra-ra-ra, ta-ra. Perhaps it starts to look like a king, but look, look, look. It's not any king. If I did my work well, this is the King of Hearts, and nothing left. You can see. And now I continue. Big king. Can you name your card?
The Eight of Spades.
Eight of Spades. I do like this, and you know what happened? Nothing happened. But the second time, it's amazing for myself. The card changed again, but it changed for, it's not good. It's very good. It's very good. And not only that, I take big finale. I take the 4 pieces. This is the big climax. What is your card?
Jack of Spades.
No, Jack of Spades it don't work. Because it's the most difficult card. I will try. Very difficult, eh? Just, let's see. Yeah, the card changed to the Jack of Spades. Not only that, if I put the Jack of Spades through the hand, the cards and the pieces, it looks it's completely restored, and really completely restored. You can see nothing left, and this is the Jack of Spades. Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much, Las Vegas.
Woody Aragon! Wow!
How are you?
I love your style.
Oh, thank you
It's
very
so
much.
social. So why did you decide on this trick?
It's a trick that is very good for TV, I think, because it's very visual.
So when Penn and Teller first saw you were the next magician, Penn got very upset.
Yeah.
Got pretty mad.
Yeah, we know each other, and they know the kind of style that magicians from Spain, because the school we have, we do. And they say every time we see magicians with a deck of cards from Spain, we know they will fulfill. Yeah.
Well, I think that's a really good compliment.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The more he yells, the more it means you're a threat.
Oh my God. Guys, I'm a threat to Penn and Teller.
Well, Woody, I could talk to you forever, but I guess I have to talk to those guys too.
Okay, let's see.
Penn, Teller.
Woody.
Oh.
We probably should just hand this to you. For people who've watched a lot of Fool Us, people who've seen Penn and Teller live, they know that we do a thing called Love Ritual. Yeah. It's a trick we do in our show that the audience loves. And that trick was created, invented, written, entirely thought up by this man right here.
Oh.
So there is, for all the shows we've done, closing our show with a trick by that man, it seems like gentlemen would just say, automatically you win. But no, we're not going to do that. Because that wouldn't be fair to you.
Yeah?
No, it wouldn't. We're going to give you the respect to try to bust your ass. And I got to tell you, we're watching you so much closer than we watch anybody else.
Oh.
And I got to tell you, we enjoyed it. The audience just lapped it up. They were out of their minds loving it. Here's the thing he does. If you're studying this, he did the thing that's the most important thing you can do, which is using slightly different methods for what looks like the same trick. Just slightly different moves, just enough to screw us.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, the Joker idea, Joker changing another card, is an idea you see a lot in magic. Ripping it up and having the piece ripped, just brilliant. Just the kind of brilliant plot you'd come up with. And you've had a huge amount of success in Spain. You must have enough money that you're going to keep it in one bank. You keep it in several banks, don't you? And I don't think you fooled us, Woody.
Okay.
Woody, what do you think? Did he give you enough clues?
I guess yes.
All right, well, you didn't fool him, but you certainly fooled me, and you entertained us all. Thank you, Woody Aragon.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We've got more of the world's best magic for you when we come back. Welcome back to Fool Us. We're cooking up quite a show. Let's hope our next act is all sizzle and no mistake.
I'm Denny Corby. I'm a comedy magician from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I love Scranton. I have a great following there. I get to do shows all the time, and they always sell out. My family owns the paper supply company in Scranton, so I sort of grew up in an episode of The Office. So ever since I was 16, I've stripped and waxed floors, cleaned bathrooms, and there's project work, because my dad really wanted to know that my heart was truly in it. I've always had this passion for performing, and even when I was working for him, I was doing 1 to 2 shows a month or so, and he goes, listen, you don't want to be 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever age. You just don't want to look back and go, what if? My mom and dad were just super supportive, magic, you name it. So when I really think about it deep down, I'm not really performing for Penn Teller tonight. I'm performing for my mom and dad.
Welcome the tasty magic of Denny Corby.
Thank you, thank you. My name is Denny Corby, and one of my dreams in life is to own my own restaurant named after myself. No, not Denny's, Corby's. And tonight, I'm gonna have one special guest join me at my restaurant, Corby's. And tonight, that special guest is legendary comedian George Wallace.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being a special guest at my restaurant, Corby's.
I'm happy to be
Now,
here.
I don't want you to worry about a thing at all, so you can order anything off the menu. Dinner is on me.
Oh, this is wonderful. Put it right there. Let it stay there. That's cool. I'm happy.
Exactly, exactly. So what I want you to do is open up the menu and just go through and just make sure all the food items are different, all the prices are different. It's not just like the same thing or same food item all over and over and over again.
Okay.
And as you do that, I'm gonna need a waitress to help me out. So Allison, would you please come join me? And we'll give Allison a big round of applause.
Yes.
Great.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah, you do that. So what's gonna happen is George's gonna pick some food items, and then we're gonna get the, you're gonna write them down on the board.
All right, I got
There
it.
you
Need
go.
help? You good?
I got it.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So we have a whole bunch of different appetizers.
Yes, we
and
do.
that's where we're gonna start. Get a
Let's
nice
start.
appetizer for the table. You
Okay,
get
let's do
sushi, oysters, sea salted crusted salmon sliders, whatever strikes your fancy.
Sauté chicken.
The satay chicken.
Sauté
Great.
chicken, yes,
Satay
okay.
chicken. That's how they say it at the restaurants I go to. It's
Okay,
all good.
satay.
Great. And then from there, why don't you do a nice soup for the table?
Let's do some
You
soup
can
here.
get,
We got gumbo.
Gumbo,
Yes.
Maine lobster bisque, Maryland crab soup, tomato soup, whatever you want.
Did you say gumbo?
Gumbo.
The gumbo, great. So you got the satay chicken, then we got the gumbo. Why don't you turn the page? And why don't you get a nice grilled meat for the table?
A grilled meat?
You get the filet mignon, the cowboy ribeye.
Let's go with the cowboy ribeye.
Ooh, the cowboy ribeye, nice 22-ouncer, great. Why don't you turn the page? Since you picked your entree, why don't you do a nice cake or pastry to kind of get a nice dessert there? You get New York style cheesecake, blueberry tart, banana walnut cake.
Banana walnut. I love banana anything.
Nice, nice.
You can put banana on my steak. I'll eat it. Put it on there. I'll eat it.
So banana walnut cake?
Banana walnut
Yep.
cake.
And then why don't you do a nice brandy or dessert wine as a nice little nightcap for your time act.
Okay, let's
You
do-
get Moscato, you got Rosé all day, you got Riesling, Muscat.
Let's do something I haven't had before, and that's going to be the Muscat.
The Muscat.
Yes, please.
Great, great. So this is a very nice time you're gonna have at Corby's. Let's see how much this whole thing would total.
Okay.
So if we go to the beginning, so you got the chicken satay, that is $14.
That's $14.
Wait, what's $14?
Chicken satay,
Chicken.
going straight
The
down.
chicken is $14.
Woo! Pricey.
14, and then the gumbo was $10.50.
$10.50.
10.
And the cowboy ribeye will keep going down.
over there, okay,
Yeah,
let's do that.
that was $32.
Whoa. All right.
Have you not had a burger in Vegas? That's nothing. Okay.
Okay.
And then the banana walnut cake, but for dessert,
walnut
banana
cake,
walnut
okay.
cake, that was $14.50.
$14.50.
And then your muscat was
It's $12.
$12.
$12.
Yes.
Gosh, I'm like,
This is wonderful.
all right.
All right, so if my calculations add up, 14, 12, 28, 1050, 1450, 32 is 83?
Sounds good.
No, definitely 83. Definitely 83.
83?
Definitely 83.
83.
83.
$83. Thank you so much. Let's give our waitress a big round of applause. Thank you, Allison.
All right. Bye.
So, what's even crazy, this is so nuts, because inside my wallet,
Yes.
I have a piece of paper that I think you'll find really interesting. Can you take that piece of paper out?
Oh my God. Guess how much?
83.
83.
But would you say that's a receipt from Corby's?
Well, I haven't tipped yet.
But it's a receipt from Corby's, yes?
It's from Corby's, yes it is.
And it's totaled for 83.
Yes it is.
And does that have every single food item that you ordered?
Wait a second now, this is getting crazy now. You hold on a second. Hold on,
Let's
hold
show
on,
them. Let's
hold
show
on.
them. Let's show them. That's exactly every single item that George Wallace ordered.
That is amazing.
What's even more amazing, though, is before you even came up on stage, before you even opened up the menu,
no way.
I gave you some money.
No way.
Can you take out the cash from your pocket?
Oh my goodness. It better not be $83 in my pocket.
Can you open it up?
It better not be $83 here. I'm telling you right now, okay, the 1, 2, that's 3.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4 20s.
4 20s, so that's 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 2, 3, exactly $83 cash. Thank you so much, sir.
How the hell? Listen.
George Wallace, everybody! Give it up for George Wallace! He didn't tip me.
What a punk.
All right.
What a punk.
And have you performed in Vegas before?
No, I have not.
No.
No.
So what do you think?
Great way to start.
Yeah, not too shabby. Yeah. And have you ever been here before?
I have. I
Yeah.
have, a couple times. My parents actually brought me for my 13th birthday.
Oh, okay.
Most kids want to have like a birthday party. They took me to Vegas and brought me to all the magic shows and stuff. So
that's cool.
It was great. And then they bought me all the tricks I wanted, and then they left me in the room and they went downstairs and gambled. So it was like a win-win for all. It was a great trip.
All right. Well, let's see if your trick fooled Penn and Teller.
Oh, man.
All right, Penn Teller.
Denny, boy, really nice. And also, your interaction with George Wallace was wonderful. You know, George is a good friend of ours. We just want to make sure we tell all the people at home that George was really making those choices. He was not set up. He was not lying to us. George would never do that. He was actually making his real choices as he went, and that was not how the trick was done. And it's a great trick, you know, using your the name for your restaurant and doing the Denny's joke and all of that. And you know, restaurants are often patterned on other restaurants. You know, Corby's seems a lot like a restaurant we used to go to called Steinmeier's.
Yep.
You may have heard of that restaurant, a really good one.
Excellent place.
And,
excellent place.
Great place, great menu items. And the things change over the years, you know. If you were doing this trick 30 years ago, I just can't imagine how big your pants would have been. But it would have been I'm sure you would have grown into them.
Oh, of
but
course.
It's a really wonderful trick, and George Wallace is great, always great to see out here. And also the food sounded good.
Did he throw in enough code?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're two of the best, so.
So you're convinced that
Oh,
they
yeah,
know
yeah,
how to-
yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, you didn't fool them, but you entertained us all. So thank you,
Thank you.
Denny Corby. We'll be back faster than I can say oh, well, you got plenty of time. Welcome back to the best magic on TV. Let's see who's taking on Penn and Teller next.
This is Sinbad Max, come from Beijing, China. I love coin magic because I love coins. That sounds so amazing. So the trick I'm going to do is based on an old trick from 100 years ago by a very famous magician named Okido. He was a very famous magician from Holland, and he got a lot of original magic inventions. Back then, the Chinese magic was popular. Okido's fake Chinese magician, dressed up like the classic old Chinese guy, with the hat, everything, performing magics in Europe. What Penn and Teller are about to see is the real Chinese man taking the magic from a fake Chinese man from 100 years ago and make it authentic Chinese magic.
Check out the crafty magic of Sinbad Max.
I like coin magic, but I don't like to use coin purse to carry my coins. I will show you. I use this to carry my coins. This is a solid brass box and fit a few coins in there. Do you know why I like the box? Because it looks cool. Well, I have 4 old American half dollars here. They're pretty old, from 1950s. This is Benjamin Franklin. He was famous for saying, time is money. Which makes me think, what if I can fly the money back in time to the very beginning? Let me make this very clear. I'm only gonna use 4 coins in the box, and please make sure they're like nothing funny hidden in my hand. That's very important. I know what you're looking at. Remove the ring, make it really fair. Okay? Make it really fair. Nothing really in my hand. Watch. What happens is the coins are go into the box. Like that. The lid goes on the top of the box. Like this. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take the coins out one by one without touching the box. That's the coin number 1. If I really did that part, it should only have 1, 2, and 3 coins left. I'll do it one more time. This time the same thing. The coins go into the box, the lid goes on the top. This is the first coin. I was really closely for the second one. When my hand grab the air like this, give a little pinch, the coin will show up right on my fingertips. Oh, not this fingertips, I mean the other one. Two coins out, 2 coins left. The third coin, I'll try something even harder. I'll do it on my hand. How about that? Watch. Box, coins, go into the box, just like that. And the lid goes on the top of the box, just like so. I want you to pay attention to the moment my finger touches the box, because that's when the magic gonna happen. Solid through solid. All right, so far 3 coins out, 1 to go. For the last one, I'll try something different. For the first 3 coins, I use your eyes to create the illusion. For the last one, I'll try to use your ears to create the illusion. All right? 3 coins out, 1 to go. I want you to listen carefully. Can you hear that? That's a half dollar shaking around in the box. Listen. Hear that? Sounds like a coin getting smaller and smaller, but eventually they're gone. Not too far. If the coin not in the box, it must be all on the table, just like that. Well, people may ask me what's the most important thing about this magic. Is that because the coins? Is that because the rings will get back to my finger? Is that the box? Well, most of people think that's maybe because of coins. But I have my own preference. I prefer the box. Do you know why? Because it looks cool. Thank you very much.
Sinbad Max, everyone! Wow. How did you get into coin magic?
Remember, there's one episode where the Batman fight the Two-Face, right? From the cartoon, and that guy just kept tossing the coin. I was like, that's so cool. And I love the coins right before I love the coin magic.
Oh, wow. I think most kids watch Batman, they want to be Batman. You wanted to be the coin magician. All right. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
You're like a cuckoo clock. But it's good.
Right.
It's good. All right, well, let's see if they figured it out. Penn
It's
Teller.
so great to see the Aikido coin box done perfectly. Although that doesn't give you enough credit, because it wasn't just the Aikido coin box done perfectly. It's the Aikido coin box done perfectly, and then the next generation and the next generation. One of the things that's happening in magic is that what's happening in cards, the cardistry stuff, is also happening in coin magic.
Yeah.
There's all these manipulations and balances that nobody heard of even 2 decades ago. Brand new stuff. And you went through so many beautiful moves.
Thank you.
What the audience should know is that every prop you have up there can be completely examined. There's no self-working coin tricks. In card magic, you can start out with stuff that will just do the trick for you. You just do the presentation. Once you start coin magic, you're automatically doing impossible stuff. Automatically, it's sleight of hand. You went through so many moves in such a short period of time, all of them executed perfectly, that if I were to speak of each move in code, we would be doing a 10-hour show here going through it. So I think with 90 years between us of thinking about this stuff and working on this stuff, will you allow us to give you this huge amount of respect, say we've never seen it done better, you invented some new things, and I'll tell you, the moves that we have seen before, and there were a bunch of them, were done in a way that made them almost new moves. We've never seen anything done that perfectly. Just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. You didn't fool us, but thank you so much, Sinbad.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
The Penn Teller.
I mean, the highest respect.
Yes.
Sinbad Max! After the break, we serve up another slice of TV's best magic. Stick around. Welcome back to Fool Us. Our next magician is locked, loaded, and ready to fire his magic bullet at Penn Teller. Let's see if he's on target.
Hi, I'm John Walton, and I'm from Bellingham, Washington. I broke the Guinness World Record by shuffling 2,784 perfect shuffles in a row. My dad had an unbelievable ability to do math in his head and was considered a human calculator. I believe I inherited a lot of that from my father. This trick was awarded the Originality Award by the Society of American Magicians. I'm the only magician in the world that is doing it because the degree of difficulty is 9.999, and no magician's been able to figure this trick out. And that's why I'm here to fool Penn and Teller.
Give it up for John Walton!
Many magicians devote their entire life to doing nothing but magic. But I have 3 things in life that I'm passionate about: art, math, and of course, magic. And I'm here tonight with something that combines all 3. To make the magic happen, we need a completely random number. A number we're going to create together right now. To help you visualize, I am holding a die. Penn, Teller, Allison, I'd like you each to imagine you have a die. Cup it in your hands. Shake it up real good. Okay, Allison, look down at your invisible die. What number did you roll?
3.
3. Penn, what number did you get?
1.
A 1. Teller, how about you? 4. So let's take all your numbers and add them up to make one totally random number. A 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay, now it's time for a little magic. Watch this. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 1 equals 8. Look at that. That's the number you gave me. Two minus 2 is 0, plus 8 equals 8. Now, not only is your number magically coming to life in this frame, a picture is forming too. You probably recognize her. It's Mona Lisa. And she's smiling because she likes my trick. Mystery solved. As you can see, it's a perfect picture with nothing out of place. And even more amazingly, there's one and only one way this could have come together. Going across, 5 plus 3 is 8. Diagonally, 7. 2 is 9 minus 1 is 8. The other way equals 8. Even the inside square. They all equal 8, the number you created. And to put a final magical and mathematical note on the entire work of art, I have already signed the back of the painting with the number I knew the three of you were going to create.
John Walton, everyone! Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
So how did you come up with this trick?
Well, 2800 BC was the first magic square. This is a magic square.
So you've made this trick your own. It's not just the magic square.
Right. This is what I'm known for in magic, is this particular trick. So.
And do you think they know of it or know of you?
Possibly.
So I understand that you have a world record.
I did. I have a Guinness Book of World Record, but somebody broke it.
Aww.
So, you know.
Well, what was it?
Well, it was for shuffling cards. You know, if you take 26 and 26 and you put them together, and it's like a zipper. Mm-hmm. Well, I did 2,784 perfect shuffles in a row within 12 hours.
Wow.
Never missed, and so that's a little obsessive.
That's incredible. All right, let's see if Penn and Teller know how you made this magic happen.
Okay.
P&T.
Right.
Well, John, you got math, you got art, you got magic. Things that we're really interested in. Wicked interested in that. You know that we know that that's called the magic square. And in order to make it work with the picture, you're making some decisions as you put them into place. And I got to tell you, we kind of know the magic square. But I don't want to put you on the spot here, but we're interested in that 8 that's on the back. We think you might have written your name ahead of time, but the 8, you had to write during the routine. And that 8 is written in chalk on a blackboard, the way it looks like it's written. Maybe come up there and see if that's chalk?
Yes.
We go see if it's chalk?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's chalk.
What do you think they're doing?
Well, I changed the number.
I think what he's doing there means you fooled us.
special performance by our very own Penn Teller when Fool Us returns. Have been successfully messing with people's reality for over 40 years, and somehow they still find new ways to do it, literally and virtually. Closing out our show is the ever-evolving Penn Teller.
We have been doing something very strange. For the past 2 years, we worked with a guy named Randy Pitchford and all his team down at Gearbox Video Games down in Texas. But we're working on a VR kit with them that's going to be called Penn Teller VR. Frankly, unfair, unkind, unnecessary, and underhanded, which of course abbreviates to PNT, FU, U, and U. So we got a special guest with us. We're going to show you a trick that happens in virtual reality and in reality. And to help us with our trick, Scott Rogowski. Hey, man. You can stand right here. So
right here.
Have you been in virtual reality before?
No.
You've never done this before?
No.
Okay, we're going to experience it right here. Just, we're going to put this
oh my gosh.
setup on you.
It's prescription?
And you should be able to see.
Okay.
Now, the audience is going to be looking at what you're looking at, too. So don't move around too much when you start doing to make everybody sick here.
All right, I'm already sick.
Now, we can do anything we want in VR. We can put Scott anywhere in the world, the past, the future, in the universe. We could put him on stage at Shea Stadium with the Beatles. We could put him in Yosemite with Ansel Adams, but we've chosen to put him on stage at the Penn Teller Theater in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You see that? You can look around there.
It looks like an empty theater, which is what I'm more used to.
There you go. It's exactly right. And you could be doing this trick with anybody. You could be doing it with Beyonce, Bugs Bunny, but we've chosen to give you, if you look straight ahead, you'll see we have Penn and Teller doing the trick with you. And got a pretty good likeness of us right here. We're a little bit better looking, I think, in the VR than we are in reality. But we also made the theater a little bit bigger. And if you look, Scott, it's so big that it actually has, look right above our heads there, it actually has its own weather system. Look a little bit lower. You'll be able to see clouds coming in. Now, since you've never been in VR before, Scott, you know that the illusion can be so perfect in terms of sound and in terms of video that you'll actually start getting physical hallucinations. You can actually start feeling on your skin that things are happening right there.
Okay.
And then we can clear that up for you. And now we'll do a trick for you, Scott. Now, we can do any trick we want in virtual reality, limited only by our imaginations. We looked through what we'd like to do for Scott if we could do anything, and the answer came back, how about a card trick? We do a card trick for you. Now, Scott, we've got a deck of cards out here in the real world that are giant, and you've got one that you can see in VR. Now, you've got to trust us here. The audience will let you know all of these cards are different. Isn't that right? We have a whole different deck of cards right here. Every single card different. And Tell's going to page through them in reality and in VR, and you'll see them go by here, and the audience can once again see that they are all different. And whenever you want, Scott, whenever it crosses your mind, you just say stop, and we'll go with the very next card.
Okay.
You can wait as long as you want, but remember, if you go too long, I'll hit you again with a sprayer.
Yeah, let's go with, okay, we'll stop there.
Okay, the very next one we'll go with, you just hold this in front of you right here. Feel the card, hold it right in front of you.
Okay.
Now, virtual reality and reality are going to be exactly the same on this. So, Scott, we've given you a card. We can't change it. It's in your hand. And you are going to use your imagination to imagine a deck of cards. Any card that happens to pop into your head, that's the card you will say. It could be a king. It could be an ace. It could be a 3, of course. It could be a heart. It could be a diamond. It could be a club. Any card you want, you can just name. We'll make that a card appear in virtual reality and in reality. Scott, name any card you want right now.
7 of diamonds.
Jesus.
7 of diamonds. I'm seeing 3 of...
Well, we said it would happen in reality and in virtual reality. So, Scott, you said 7 of diamonds.
Yeah.
You get the 7 of diamonds. There it is right there. Nicely done. Thank you so much. Scott Rogowski.
Yay! Penn Teller, Scott Rogowski. 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 Penn Teller, Whoa! Where can you find more of TV's Best Magic? Right here on